everybody, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I'm doing my 2024 collection haul. The video is very late. It's now May. I'm filming this on, what's today? The 17th of May, and it's probably gonna go up either the 18th or 19th. I'm watching my neighbor's dogs, so I don't really have anything better to do tomorrow or Monday than to edit and upload this video. Just recently did a storing photocards video. I feel like it's like not centered. I'm also filming this on the floor today, which I don't usually do, but I was too lazy to set up. I usually film on my bed, but I was too lazy to film on my bed for some reason, and I was already sitting on the floor. Anyway, so I'm very excited. I think I have, I don't know, I've made some changes to my collections. I've added collections, gotten rid of collections, so this video, I'm very excited to see my progress throughout 2024. Okay, I'm gonna add this clip in at the beginning. I forgot to mention that there will be timestamps for this video. If you only like to see certain collections, that's fine. Hop around if you would like to. Have fun with it. If there are certain cards that you would like to know what they are that I did not explain, put the timestamp down below in the comment section, and I will do the best of my ability to answer your question. If you have any questions about any of the photo card supplies that I use, put it in the comments and I will answer you. I use pretty much the same thing that everybody else uses, but if you'd still like to know, let me know. And yes, we will now hop into the video. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna start with my A5 binders. I think we'll probably do the pink one first, since we always do the pink one. So, okay, this is my pink binder. It has miscellaneous cards in here. This binder, I don't really have a name for it. It's mainly like the binder. These are groups that I don't collect, but I might get an album for here or there. At times, I should probably move Astro out of here to one of my other binders, but I'll explain that. So anyway, yeah, we open up with Astro. I feel like the quality, hold on. Okay, I hope the quality is better. There's also a glare. Anyway, so we open up with Astro. I bought an Astro card. I love Astro. I've always enjoyed their music. My bias was Moonbin in the group. So yeah, then we have Minhyuk from BTB. I have two biases in BTB, which is Minhyuk and Penuel. But when Minhyuk released this is Boom, this is his solo album, I immediately had to buy it. So I did. I want to buy like actual BTB comebacks, but yeah. And then this is from RM's first solo album. I never bought his second solo album. RM is my bias in BTS. I don't buy BTS albums either. I think I have two total, one's a solo album and one it's a BTS album from like, is that their third, fourth album maybe? I'm not too sure. And then we have Day 6. I love Day 6. I don't really keep up with them anymore after they've come back to the military. Jay was my bias in BTS in Day 6. It's now Wonpil. Like, Jay and Wonpil were both my biases in Day 6, Jay being like my alt bias in the group, and then Wonpil being my bias wrecker. But after Jay left, Wonpil became my new bias. This is Shoot Me, and then this is, I don't remember what this album's called. I do sleeve in these pink sleeves. I got these from alt bias, who was Prison Planet. I got them for free in that order that I did, and I just put them in here. I think I'm gonna change them out though to the slightly larger size, just so it fits better in the binder. Anyway, oh, this doesn't tell me. Okay, all right, alrighty. Don't tell me the name of the album. Tell tell me on this one. They truly... Oh, Book of Us. That's what it was. Oh, back's pretty. Anyway, but I just combined the two because there's no point in having RM have his own page when I probably will never get another BTS album or RM album. Even though, I'm not gonna say never. There's a chance I might buy an album. BTS are about to get back together, and if I really, really like their comeback album, I might buy it. There was a time where I was going to collect BTS. I was going to collect RM fully, and I did download a template, and I did like look at cards, and I just ended up never doing it. But RM is not that hard of a member to collect. So yeah. And then we have Eric Nam. This is from There and Back Again. Yeah, this is There and Back Again, and then this is his most recent comeback. I did see Eric Nam twice in concert, one being Charlotte, North Carolina, Raleigh, and then he came to the Norva in Norfolk, Virginia, which I live in Virginia, so I had to go because like no K-pop idol ever comes here. But I probably will never get any more Eric Nam cards. I don't know if he's ever gonna release another album. If he does get another album, I might buy it. Who knows? I love Eric Nam. And then we have EXO. I love EXO. My bias is Jimin. These are his season's greetings cards from 2024. I got my mom their season's greetings because she loves EXO, and she gave me Jimin's cards, and she ended up giving my sister Dio's cards. And then these are from their most recent comeback. Sorry about the glare, I just and then I have this Dio card from his solo, and then Kai's cards, which this is basically like my three biases, like Jimin, Dio, Kai are my biases in EXO. I love EXO. I will probably never collect EXO, but I do love them. I want to start getting more of their solo stuff, so like Kai solo albums. I need to get Jimin's solo album. I need to get another version. I at least want to get one version of each of their solos. I don't know how I'm actually gonna, if I'm ever gonna do that. But yeah, this is a G-Friend set. I don't know what album this is from. I think you got it in like every album because my friend is a huge G-Friend stan, and when they disbanded, she went Fever Season. When they disbanded, she wanted to get one version of each of their albums, and every time she bought an album, she would get like these. So she gifted a set to me and my sister. So I wasn't really into G-Friend when they were around. I do like a couple of their songs, but I kept them because why would I get rid of them? And then this is Vivi's album. My bias in technically G-Friend and Vivi's is UMG. I did see Vivi's live, and they were so good, and it definitely made me love them even more. Like, I do like Vivi's songs. So, and then we have G-Friend, and this is from her solo album. And then I Feel is when I started to buy G-Friend albums. I don't know if I'll buy any more G-Friend albums, but yeah, I just keep who I pull. I don't trade them. I have traded a couple cards just of like Yuki and like Soyeon and stuff for cards that I do need, but I don't like. I've thought about selling the members that aren't my bias and just keeping minions, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And then we have Icon. This is from a magazine that I bought on. I just bought it because I was like, why not? And then this is Bobby's solo albums. And then this is Lucky Man, and then his most recent solo album. I don't know the names of any of these albums. I suck. Sir. Oh, the backing. I love the backing of this art. I want to buy like more Icon albums. Bobby is my bias in Icon. Yeah. And then I have this one BM card from Card. My sister gave it to me I know there's a lot of controversy with BM after what he did. I'm a white person, as you can tell. I have no say. I have nothing to say. I just haven't removed it out of here. So it sucks because BM was also my biasing card. So yeah. And then we have NCT Dream. My bias in NCT Dream is Jisung, and basically Margaret's like my bias in like all the units other than like Wavy, but my main bias is Jisung, and I have thought about picking up Jisung as a collection. I just haven't really made a decision on it yet, but I keep who I pull. These are album cards, and then these are pobs, and then this is a merch card. This is an album card or a pob? I think this might be a album card. Yeah, this is a pob. For James Scrapes, I did join like to a group order for a couple of his pobs for literally no reason. I don't know why I did this. I don't even collect pops for Johnny, and I collect all of his cards for 127 other than like Japanese releases. I don't know. Then we have P1. My bias in P1 is Soul. Bias record, I'm pretty sure, is Intalk. That man has... I saw them live. I saw P1 Harmony live, and Soul was the bias. Whenever I love it, my bias is Wendy. I was lucky enough to pull 2 for cards. This is... What album was this? Oh, this is Chill Kill, and then this is Cosmic. I wish Wendy the best for her new journey. I know she left SM. I know that the 2 members who did leave SM are supposed to still be irrelevant and do stuff, but if we know SM, and if you've been in K-pop for a while, you've played these games before, and we probably won't get a comeback with all 5 members for a hot while. So then we have Shiny. I love Shiny. This is my only Shiny album I have. I want to get more Shiny albums. I just haven't. I need to get their solo albums too. Just haven't. But my bias in Shiny is Minho. And then this is my M1 new card. And then we have Super Junior. I know there's a lot of stuff to say about Super Junior. I love their music. This album was the first album I ever pre-ordered when I first started collecting albums, which I think is so funny. I don't know if I'll ever get another Super Junior album, but I just kept my pulls. There's no point in me trying to sell them. Nobody's gonna want them. So this is my first like miscellaneous binder. Alright, this is technically my second miscellaneous binder. I kind of have this B groups that I probably won't buy. These are groups that I used to collect, drop their collections, and I just put them in this binder because my other binder was getting just too full. I don't know if I'll ever buy more albums for these groups in here, but we started with ITZY. I used to collect Hongjun from ITZY, and then I dropped him because I realized very fast that ITZY it's not so much that they're hard group to collect, but they have so many cards to collect that it got overwhelming, and I wasn't going to force myself to collect cards and overwhelm myself. I put them in age order like I usually do, so these are some of the cards I have. I love this card. I saw them in concert too, so this is from the concert. And we have some Hongjun cards. When I collected him, I did get some of his older era cards. I have gotten rid of some, and I've kind of just kept the ones I like the most. And I left some blank spots just in case I ever get another album and I pull these members. Yosan is technically my second bias in ITZY, and I did think about collecting Yosan instead of Hongjun because he is an easier member to collect. And then this is from their light stick. And then we have Even. I was gonna collect Keta, and then I realized I never made any progress with their collection, and I just never had motivation to collect their cards. So I decided just to keep who I pull. I haven't bought an album. I bought their debut album, and I bought a digipack from, what is this, Unseen? Yeah, but I haven't bought any other comebacks. I don't know if I will. There's a chance I might, but yeah. When I got 17, I used to collect riize, and then there was a chance I was going to collect Vernon and Dino because they're my second and third bias of 17, but I ended up collecting or dropping riize because I just never had motivation to collect anymore. I don't know if I'll ever buy a 17 album again. I haven't bought their last couple releases, but I did see them in concert in 2022, I believe. It's 2022? Or was it 2021? I think it was 2022. So these are like the trading card packs. I went crazy and I bought a bunch of them, and then I kept some riize cards that I liked from my collection. Like this card my friend gifted to me, so I wasn't gonna give it up. But yeah, I just kept some. I liked this set, so I kept it. And then this is from one of their photo books when my friend split it and then split the photo cards. And we both kind of regret buying this just because there's really no reason for us to buy it. But and then we have Tot. I was going to collect Tot, and then same thing, I just never make any progress with their collection, and I haven't bought an album since. I want to buy their albums because I do like their music and everything. I just couldn't motivate myself to collect them. Because my thing was that these are groups from Boys Planet, and I was going to collect each new group that came from Boys Planet because all of them had somebody who I was rooting for in the group. But then it just got too much, especially because Onepact, when Jay debuted as a soloist and then when Onepact became a group, they kind of took full priority for me. So, and then we have TOZ, which RIP TOZ, literally have not heard from them in a year now. I am collecting Haruto. I moved them in here just because I don't know if they're gonna have a comeback. I don't know if Haruto or Takuto is still in the group. We haven't heard from them. We haven't seen anything about them. They didn't make birthday posts for them, so I don't know. But I want to get these last two cards to finish New Friends or My Friends, whatever this album was called. And then I have some pops for them. And then I think these are from their Season's Greetings, and then Japanese cards, and then New Friends. That's what this album was. But yeah, that's just what this album is. Just collection drops that I don't want to get rid of all the cards. So next binder. So this binder is it says Jonghyun on here, but it's also my Sungmin binder. I used to collect OT8 Stray Kids. I have dropped it just as Sungmin and IN, but before I would only collect a 4-pocket page of IN pops, but now that I collect Sungmin, I put in fillers to collect Sungmin's cards. I haven't made any progress on these cards, but it's this is from No Easy. These cards are gonna be hard to find because they're sub K, and sub K doesn't do pop anymore. And I have found these cards for Sungmin, but they are expensive, let me tell you. I got lucky. I pulled these cards. More No Easy. Then you get into Christmas Evil. And then I still need to get another set of Christmas Evil pops. This is Ordinary. Accident. And then I still need to get 2 more cards. 5-star. This is Rockstar, and then 8, and then this is all I'm going to collect for 8, and I've looked at cards for Hop. I never bought any cards for Hop during promotions because like everybody else, it was during a really bad time for me financially. It was Christmas time, and Jay had a solo release, and that took main priority for me. So that's all this binder is. Okay, this is my boynextdoor binder. I collect all 6 members. I love boynextdoor. They have slowly became one of my favorite groups. I am missing this is like not a very fast growing collection, which is completely fine with me. They are a little bit on the more expensive side that I've realized. Like a couple of the members aren't. Like Rue is pretty cheap. One Hook is pretty cheap. Sungho, it's mainly Jaehyun, Leehan, and Taesan are like the 3 more expensive members. I have 3 biases, or Jaehyun's my main bias, Taesan bias wrecker, and then I've been in between Leehan. Honestly, like all the 4 other members have been like low-key bias wrecking me lately. Oh, like who's gonna take 3rd spot? But this is their debut album. I am missing a lot of cards for this album. I have Ruru completely done, but these cards are very expensive. I think it's because the album itself was kind of expensive. I'm not too sure, but. And then this is their 2nd comeback, which was Y. This was Who. I wish they stuck with doing like, it was Who, Y. Their Japanese comeback was and I think the one after this was How, and I wish they stuck with it, but anyway. But I'm missing a couple cards to finish this collection. This is one of my favorite sets. I love this card. But missing a couple cards. And then this is the US exclusives. And then this is the Target set. I, for the life of me, can never find, I can't find that Jaehyun. I don't know if I'll ever get that Jaehyun card. And then this is the, I think, Digipack, maybe. And I was gonna collect, I got this in a bundle, so I was like, okay, let me just get like, Jaehyun and Taesan to just fill the page. And then these are the units. I'm still missing this Jaehyun Taesan unit. So need to get that. And then this is How. Yeah, How. I'm missing cards for this as well. But I have some cards coming for this. I think I'm missing 1 Ryu card to finish this album. So it's okay. It'll get done when it gets done. I'm not like worried about this collection. And then these are the meme cards. I'm missing Taesan and Wonhyuk. The US cards missing Taesan, which I just need to go ahead and buy these cards because they're not expensive like at all. And I'm missing again Jaehyun's Target card. I think I have a Wonhyuk to trade for Jaehyun. I believe so. And then this is their most recent comeback, which is, or not, this is like 2nd to most recent comeback. Which was, yeah, 1999. I'm missing a lot of cards for this album. I only bought 2 versions of this album. I never bought the 3rd version, so like the dangerous version doesn't have any cards, so I didn't buy any cards for this album. But it's missing a couple cards. These are the IDs. I just need to go ahead and buy these cards. Same with the US cards, and then I just have these 2 Target cards. I think I can go like maybe on or eBay and buy the Target versions for cheaper on there, because that's what I did for, what was this? For Y. Yeah, for the Y cards. And I haven't bought their newest comeback yet. I need to buy their Target versions. And then this is like, these are 2 Jaehyun pops that I have that I traded with somebody for, and then this is his Clink version. I don't think I'm gonna collect any of the other members for this, but so this is kind of just like a special Jaehyun page. But that's all there is for boynextdoor. Move on to my last A5 binder. Alright, this is my last A5 binder. This holds my ITZY collection. I do collect OT6. ITZY. I love ITZY so much. My biases in ITZY is Johan, Sungwa, and Jinso. so walking in line, but I do love all the members. This is also a very slow growing collection. I just picked this collection up not that long ago, but I made pretty good progress. I've got some more cards coming. WeI cards aren't super expensive, and I can usually find pretty good sets on Mercari Japan, and I'm really honestly trying to finish Jinso's cards because he, if you don't know, he started his acting debut. He was in a BL, and he's also, I'm like so upset about this, but he's also, it's been confirmed that he will be on Boyz Planet 2. I'm like so upset about it. Like, I don't even like really want to talk about it, but yeah, anyway, so this is their first album, first sight. I had the most cards for Longcon, I think, but I don't have that many cards. At least my goal is to have at least like one card per page, and for like a lot of these I do. And then this is Challenge All In? Challenge, this is Challenge? Yeah, Challenge. I think Challenge had the most cards. They do a lot of cards for their albums, which is like low-key annoying. And then this is Wave, or Identity Action. This is probably one of my favorite albums. I love Bye Bye Bye, which is from this album. It's like one of my favorite songs. I listen to it all the time. And then I wasn't gonna collect the ID cards, but I think I got a couple sets with the ID cards, so I was like, let me just like go ahead and collect them. But they're not top priority, but they're not that expensive. Usually I can find them for pretty cheap. So next we have First Love. These cards are good. boynextdoor and we are in New Cafe binders. I kind of forgot to mention that. I love New Cafe. I need to get some extra stuff from them. But I love their binder pages. I wish New Cafe would make binder pages that would fit in standard A4 binders that you could get like at Walmart and stuff. But I love their pages. Oh, this is First Love. Wait. Oh yeah. I was like, where are we at? Moving into Love Part 2 Passion, which I know I have more of these cards coming. And then this is Love Part 3. This is the album that got me to fully commit to collecting them, because I always told myself that I would never collect them. Like full group until I finished my OT8 Stray Kids collection, and then I dropped OT8, and then I found really good sets with like all of their photo cards on Mercari, and I was like, let me just now collect OT6 BI. So this collection's like almost done. I think I'm missing a couple Johan cards. Like I'm missing his of these, which I thought these were so freaking cute, and I wish more groups would do it. Also, outdoor sets, outdoor concepts are my favorite thing in the whole entire world. I love when groups do outdoor sets, outdoor concepts. I love it so much. And like I have these cards. I just haven't put them, like I haven't put them away yet. And then I'm missing a couple of the like Poca cards. I just need to go ahead and buy them too. And then this is their Love to You. This was a single they did. And this is fully complete. And then I did get some pop sets, so I did split it up, and I put 3 members up here, and I did go ahead and split it up because I have, for their most recent comeback, which does not have Johan in it, which is really sad, I did get some pubs for Seungkwa and Jinso, so I just went ahead and made them their like own pages and stuff, and some extra pages for when I get those because I don't need for borders. And then I have this misc PC from, what is this, Challenge? Yeah, I got it from a set I bought, and then these are some unit cards. I don't collect the unit cards, so I just keep who I have. And then this is from Johan's solo album. I haven't decided if I'm going to collect his solo album, so that's all that's in this binder, and that's all my A5s done. So we will go on to my bigger binders, which I have quite a bit of bigger binders. So yeah. Also, if New Cafe ever comes out with like a seafoam grain for their 3-inch wide binders, I will buy that and move the eye into that binder because there's a green color to me. And then boynextdoor will get put into this binder most likely. But yeah. Okay, next we have this binder. This holds a lot of different groups. So we, of course, have Camden from ampersandone. I make these fun little covers for them. My mom got me like this photo printer thing for Christmas, so I have a bunch of journaling stuff. So yeah, so we have his debut. I have fully collected his debut. I'm struggling with their like 3 comebacks that they've had. I don't know why these cards are kind of hard to find to buy. I can't even find them like on Mercari or Instagram, which kind of sucks. So yeah, so like each page has like 2 photo cards, and I haven't set up for the most recent comeback, but I do have 2 of those cards coming as well. And then I didn't make this holds my BDU group. I did just go ahead and put them in here. That fixed the glare a little bit. Okay. But they might get moved out of here because I really don't know if BDU is going to have any more comebacks. I collected the group. This is a group from Mnet's rival show called Build Up. I watched the show, of course, rooted for Jay, and I like all these other members as well. I love Minso. He's technically like my second bias in the group. I love him so much, but like I really don't know what is the future for them because these 3 members all have permanent groups to go back to, and so was the only one that didn't. And they're all like, I'm pretty sure Bitson's on tour with his group. He's on tour with CIX right now, I think they're on tour, and then Jay is literally just had a comeback with, or they didn't, onepact didn't just have a comeback, but they're about to go on a European tour. So I don't think, and Minso like literally they don't let him do anything. So they might get moved out of here, might get put into like an A4 binder, but right now they're in here. I am missing this one J card. This is like from their special album thing. So, and then this is their debut album. I loved this album. And then these are pobs from their special album. I have a J. I literally cannot find Bitsons. I can't find my other Minso. I can't find this other J. So I don't know if I'm gonna collect all of them. I have a bunch of his pobs. I think I can't remember which one it is, but I have a bunch of these up for sale if anybody wants them. And then these, I entered a fan call, and this is the pob set that I entered with, so I kept those. This is from their showcase. I wanted all the members, but they're kind of hard to find and also kind of expensive. But I wanted it because that's a 4-leaf clover, and 4-leaf clovers, like, I'm Irish, and so that's kind of my thing. And this is from their US tour that they had. I did not get to go to it, but I saw somebody selling the set, so I just went ahead and bought it. Then we have Lucas. This is his cover. I love this cover. Anyway, I collect his solo album. I need to really get on the mark and just finish this, and then I think I'm gonna back to collect his NCT cards. He was my bias in Wavy, and then he got put in the basement, came out of the basement, and now he got put back in the basement, and we probably won't ever see him ever again. But yeah, my new bias in NCT is now, or in Wavy is now 10. So, and then I did get a couple of his pop cards for this album as well. And then this is riize. These are my 3 biases in riize, Anton being my alt bias, and riize is like low-key kind of annoying because, as if you know anything about riize, you know about the Sunghan situation, and when that happened I was really upset about it because I did really like him, and I am participating in the boycott. I haven't bought their last 2 comebacks. Their most recent comeback I haven't bought. I want to finish at least their debut. I have this Anton coming, and I need to get this one last Totoro card, and then I want to get the Sohee card from this pop set. I found it. I just need to buy it, but I don't know. I'm keeping them in here for the time being, but I truly don't know if I'm going to continue to collect them, just because unless I buy all their stuff secondhand. Oh, my wrist just popped. Unless I buy their stuff secondhand, I really just don't see myself buying any more of their albums or anything, which really sucks because I like their music. I have not listened to any music like myself. It's all been on like TikTok and stuff, so I don't think Sunghan's coming back, which sucks. So yeah, and then these are, I think, Walmart exclusives, maybe Walmart and Target exclusive. I don't know, there's on the same page. And then we have my ZB1 collection. I do collect Gunwook and Jungwon. They're like my two tops in ZB1. They are the only 2 people from my original lineup that got into ZB1. Oh, I lied. Matthew, Hanbin, and Zanghao were all from my original lineup as well, but they slowly got knocked out for other people. Not like I like everybody in ZB1, but like Sungmin from Onepact and Yidam and Jungwoo all were in my top 9 original lineup as well. But yeah, so I collect their debut. I have the last 2 Jungwoo's coming. I need to get these last 2 Gunwooks. I have these 2 Gunwooks coming. I have all of these cards coming as well. And this is like a random page because like you got these in the Poco version for You Had Me at Hello, and then you got units for their Cinema in Paradise, and I was like, I'm just gonna combine them on this one page because I don't really know what to put them. This album's almost done. I'm just missing these 2 film cards, which I literally can't find. And then this is for their new album. I do have the digipack cards coming, and then I think I might have some of the album cards coming. I didn't really join them any group orders for this album, but their cards aren't hard to find. They're pretty cheap too. And then, so I was gonna collect 4 pops per era for both boys, but then I decided not to just because ZB1 isn't like an alt group or like a top priority group, and I couldn't justify myself spending money on a group that isn't like top priority for me, so I kind of just combined it. I do want to get one of his, I have one of the Youth in the Shade pops coming, and I wanted to get one of his Melting Point pops, and then I have some other pops coming for Cinema in Paradise, and then I have, I think, 2 pops coming for their last comeback, Blue Paradise. Is that what that one's called? I don't even know, but that's good enough for me. And then same with Gunwook. And then this is their season's greetings. I want to get Jungwon's equivalents of these, and then their 2024 season's greetings cards. And then this is like a merch card. I want to get Gumbook's equivalent to that. Yeah, that is all that's in this binder. This is like my random collection. Like, I don't really know. This is like, cause I can't really call it like a solo, like a unit. I don't know what to call this binder. So yeah, on to the next binder. Okay, this is my next binder. This holds Stray Kids and TXT. Sorry, Stray Kids, I do collect, said this earlier, I collect IN and Sungmin. IN is one of my alt biases, like, ever. I love this man so much. To the point where I was literally tempted to collect everything for him, but Stray Kids just released way too much stuff, so I literally cannot do that. But he is like, him and Jay from Onepact are like my two alt biases. Like alts of alts, like they are tied for first place for me. So yeah, but I have their debut album / I Am Not. So this is mixtape I Am Not. I feel like a lot of people know I Am Who, I Am You, Nero, Yellowwood, which is, yeah, all of this is Yellowwood, Lantern. I'm missing a couple cards for them, but and I was like, there was a time where I would like, from I think I Am in Life backwards, I was just gonna collect Iron Sungmin, and then No Easy forward I was gonna collect OT8, but I truthfully, after downsizing to just Iron Sungmin, I have refound my motivation to collect Stray Kids. I kind of lost it trying to collect OTA, and I've kind of learned to not force myself to collect a group fully, because me collecting OT8 for Stray Kids me not collecting OT8 doesn't mean I don't love them, so, and am less stressed out. And some of these don't have fillers because I was too lazy to create fillers, so Ordinary and Maxine I think are fully complete. Oh, I'm missing those replace cards, but and then this is for 8, and I don't really have anything for Hop. It is low-key very sad, but oh, some of the emails. And then I want to get Sungmin's equivalent for these, and then this is kind of like a random page where I've put cards. I want to get Ian's equivalent for this, and then Sungmin's equivalent for this, because again, 4-Leaf Clover, how to do it. I don't collect Japanese for literally anybody, but, and then this is Ian's Pacific sets. This is literally this is like the first thing I ever did for Ian, merch wise, which is collecting all of his Pacific cards. And I have some Sungmin and then some other random Ian stuff, some IDs, and then this goes into OT8 sets that I have. So this is from their Season's Greetings from, what was this, 2022? Yeah, 2022 Season's Greetings. This was 2024. I didn't get their 2023 Season's Greetings because at the time I got TXT's 2023 Season's Greetings, and at that time I was like, well, I don't need to get, and I got Onepact's 2023 Season's Greetings, so I was like, I don't need to get, I opted out for getting this ones for Stray Kids, but I kind of wish I did, because it was like a bakery concept, and I thought it was really cute, but, and I didn't get their 2024 Season's Greetings. I didn't get anybody's for 2024. And then this is their second gen. My mom actually got the second gen fan kit. I didn't, but she gave me one that sets of the photo cards. And this is 3rd gen, right? Oh, no, 4th gen. This is 3rd gen. No, this is 2nd gen. This is 4th gen. I didn't get their 5th gen, just because, honestly, in my opinion, fan kits are useless and worthless, because all of the benefits that come with the fan kits you can't use unless you're in Korea. They are, and it makes sense that they are adapted to the Korean fans, but it sucks that international fans will buy them and can't really use them. The only group that I have the fan kit for, or the membership for, is onepact, which honestly for that I'm about to get rid of it. I don't need it. I don't look at any of the exclusive posts that they do just for fan memberships. So I have bought like NCT's, Dreamies, and TXT's fan their kits, but you can actually use those to pre-order tickets, even though it's stupid because you buy them. If you buy them, then you get pre-order. Anyway, but and this is just like a random page full of Stray Kids stuff. Like you have Decon, Maniac stuff, and then this is just a cute unit that I wanted to keep. And then we have TXT, but I clicked Subin and Hinkai. This is a debut. I need to get Subin's. I'm caught up for Hinkai other than the most recent comeback. I didn't even buy the most recent comeback. I just need to buy their cards like secondhand. So but yeah, I'm missing mainly Subin's cards. Hinkai is pretty much done. I'm missing like one Subin card like per album. Like I'm missing these I'm missing 2 of these cards for Blue Hour, these 2 ID cards, and then this equivalent for this album, and then his 2 debut cards, which I just didn't go and buy. But everything else I'm missing pretty much 1 card for the album. And then this is for their most recent comeback, which I never bought. And then I bought these 2 random pobs. These are Target exclusives. Larger inclusions, which shouldn't be in here, but I never took them out. And then these are like my OT5 sets. I literally was going to collect OT5 for like digipacks and stuff, and then collect all the members. I just like truthfully haven't done that. I'm too lazy to do that, so I don't know if this will keep up. But and then this is their season's greetings from, I think this is 2022 as well, because I think I bought both Stray Kids and TXT for 2022. I could be wrong though. It didn't say it on here. Thought this is 2023. I think this is 2023 because I think I bought both. I don't know. Does it say on this one? I don't know. I can't remember. This is 2024, so this has to be 2023. And this is their fan kit from, I don't know which one it is, but, and then this is like, I bought Youngjoon's like Hannah magazine thing, and I bought both of them for my sister for Christmas, and I got 2 of these sets, so I kept 1, and I kind of wish I got all the other members, but I don't think they're that expensive, so I could possibly go find them on Mercari, but they're not top quality for me. But yeah, so that's this binder. We will go on to the next binder. Alright, this binder holds Johnny and Kevin from the boyz. This is my Kevin. This is the first cover I did with like this type of concept, and I really love this one. I don't know why, I just love it so much. But I collect all of like Johnny's Korean album cards. I'm missing a couple, but he's not top priority. I want to have a solo album, but I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. and I literally, this album and walk, I'm not really started on at all. I think I have one walk card, and then there's just an extra page. Technically, Doyeon and Mark are my second and third bias. In 127, I used to have a bunch of Mark cards, but I recently traded them for cards, for twice cards that I needed, because I'm trying not to keep extra cards anymore. But yeah, and then some random larger inclusions, and then Kevin. I want to quickly finish Kevin's older era cards now that they moved to a different company. I don't really know how hard these cards are going to be soon, so I'm gonna hunker down and finish these. A lot of these are done, like Pro Ride's done, Maverick's done. I don't even want to talk about Whisper. This area, I'm missing so many cards. What's this? This was Roar, I think. Oh, Be Awake. I'm only missing a couple cards for Be Awake. I'm only missing these two cards to finish Christmas in August Part 1. This is Fantasy. What is this card? Fantasy Part 2, I think, was this one. And this Fantasy Part 3, I think. This is fully done. And then I have these cards coming. I joined a group order for these. So, and I think I have most of them. And then this is for their newest album. I am from new company forward. I want to collect my top 3, which is Kevin, Q, and Eric. When I first started collecting the boys, I did collect Q for a little bit, and then I realized how hard Q was to back collect, so I was like, I kind of don't want to collect Q anymore. So I stopped collecting Q and then picked up Kevin. But these are my 3 biases, and I want to collect them for the new album. And then these are some pops that I have acquired. At first I was going to collect a nice 9-pocket page of pops for about Be Awake forward. That ended up not happening. I always collect way too many pops. Like, I need to get extra ones of these to just fill the page, but this is the area I went crazy for pops, because I got a bunch of OT3 set, my like top 3 sets, and then some extra Q cards that I don't have Kevin's equivalents for, but or Eric's equivalents for, and then these are extra Q album cards that I just never got rid of, and then these are extra Eric album cards. So that is all that's in this binder. I need to hunker down and really like work on these collections. The nice thing about the 2 members I collect for NCT 127 and then the boys is they are cheap on Pokemarket and stuff. So that's where I usually buy their cards. I just haven't been on Pokemarket in a while, but I do want to finish these collections pretty fast. So we'll go on to my next binder. Okay. This is my next binder. This holds my 2 of the girl groups that I collect, which is ITZY and Kepler. I collect Yuna and Leah from ITZY. This is also like one of my favorite covers I did. Anyway, I'm missing quite a bit of cards for ITZY for their earlier albums, but it's not a big deal. I am starting to sleeve them in these pink sleeves. I need to get some more, so some of these pages won't have them, but I liked them a lot, so I wanted to kind of start them. I don't really care that much about the backing of ITZY cards. They're not that nice, and because of how I set them up, it got on my nerves that I would see different like other eras with like the backings just made me annoyed. But I have these last 2 cards, so this page is done. This album's done, I should say. I have these all cards coming. I think I'm only missing I think I'm only missing this card, and then Cheshire will be done. Kill My Doubt is done. Born to Be is done. Gold is not done. They're about to have a comeback, but it's okay. It's fine. And then these are units. I was gonna collect all of the Unalia units, and then I decided on like I didn't really need to, so I just combined all the units together. And these are some pobs. I went a little crazy for Kill My Doubt and got a bunch of pobs for them. And then these are my like OT5 sets for them. And you get these 2 cards. I need to pick. Oh yeah, never mind. Usually it's the one card you get in each album is the one I usually choose. And then these are just some extra cards. These are merch cards that I have. This is a freebie. It's not official. 2 album cards. Because at one point I was going to collect OT5 ITZY, and then I dropped it. But I kept these 2 cards I liked, and this is a Barnes & Noble card. And then I have some signed stuff back here. And then we get into Kepler. I collect Hia. I love this girl. So a lot of it is done. I'm working on getting some pobs to fill up pages. So I have a pob to fill here. I need to get another pob. Same with this. I'm missing this one card to finish Love Struck, and I literally cannot find this card anywhere. And then I'm missing so many cards for Magic Hour. These cards are like nowhere to be found. These Voyage cards for Kepler Going On is like cannot be found either. Same with these polo cards. I don't know. And then for TP Tap, I am collecting 3 members, my top 3, which is Yujin, Hikaru, and Hia. I have Yujin's cards coming, so this will be completed. For album cards, I need to get their Plave cards, and then this is their US exclusive cards. I want to collect all 3 members. I don't know how. I can't ever find these cards, so I don't really know how true that will be for me to do. And then these are some extra, or these are merch cards that I have, and these are pop cards that I have for her. And then these are some OT9 sets. Some of it is just, you know, Plave cards. The pre-order sets you got with Magic Hour. And then this is their light stick set, and then some extra cards because I have been just like tinkering on collecting my top 3 and back collecting, but I want to catch up with Hia fully before I even commit to that. So I just have been keeping cards, which I'm kind of upset about because I pulled Yujin and Hikaru a lot in my albums, and I traded or sold those cards away, and I'm upset that I did that, but oh well. So that's all is in this binder, and we will go on to, I have 3 more like full collection binders left, and then we'll be done. I'm kind of flying through this, not gonna lie. Okay, this is my Twice binder. I collect 3 members twice, Daehyun, Momo, and Taeyang. They get their own binder because they just have too many photo cards for me to put with anybody else. I am missing quite a bit of cards for Twice. I recently did get a whole bunch of Daehyun cards and like some Chaeyoung cards and Momo cards, so I'm very excited to put those away in my next storing photo cards video to fill up a lot of these pages, which I'm really excited about. Twice isn't that hard of a group to collect. I'm not super stressed about collecting them. They're very easy to cross trade for. So More is my favorite album, or one of my favorite albums from them. Eyes Wide Open too. I love Eyes Wide Open. I do like Scientist, which one I would love. And then this is the first comeback I completed fully. It was probably one of the easiest comebacks to complete fully since this comeback. And I'm only missing a couple of With Youth. I set up for Nemos. I don't really know if I'm going to collect Nemos. I haven't truly decided. And then for strategy, I do have every card other than Momo's card for the regular album cards. And then I set up for Digipack and Highlight and the Nemos, but I don't know if I'm actually going to collect those. And then these are some Target exclusive cards. This is a Digipack card that I have. And then these are the Twitter sets. I double slide them and I do not sleeve them because I don't really feel the need to. Yeah, I don't really feel the need to sleeve these cards. And then some random cards back here, but that's what this binder was. On to the next. Okay, this is my J binder. This holds his solo cards / his pobs and merch cards. And then this is, I got his, is it 2023 or 2022 season's greetings? I can't remember, but it came with like this little thing, so I just put it in here. I found it the other day. But this is his debut solo album, Late Night. And then this is his second solo album, Neighborhood, which I have the rest of these cards. I have all his Digipack cards, and I have one of his kit cards. I need to find the other 2 kit cards. They're a little hard to find though. And this is one of the covers I made for him. I need to make like a full cover for him, but this holds his pobs. I was going to collect all of Jay's pobs, but for Late Night era, there was a lot of stores that I just did not know. This was like, I didn't really know how pobs worked, and the person who I joined for fixed claims ended up not really doing fixed claims, and I just like didn't know when there was a new pob released. So I only have a couple pob sets, which is fine with me. Literally one of my favorite cards. This is, I hosted for this. This was the first time I ever hosted for a group order. I think. This was for the fan call. This was my first ever fan call with Jay. It's quite crazy. And then this is Onepact's debut comeback. Again, I was going to collect all of Jay's pops, but I have decided that I'm not going to do that anymore. Mainly because I was stressing about it, and it was low-key making me not really want to collect him, which I don't ever want that to happen. And I've realized that a lot of his pobs are honestly the same and high-key boring, and I just decided that for future comebacks, I'm just going to maybe wait for previews to drop, and I'm just gonna buy cards I like. I might buy some OT5 sets here and there just to help collect, but I don't need all of his pobs, and me not collecting all of his pobs again does not make me less of a fan or anything. So I do have 2 pops to put here, and there's 2 more pops I want to get to fill this page. And then this is for BDU. I think I'm only missing like 2 photo cards to complete BDU's pops fully. I don't think I'm ever going to get those. I don't have any desire to get those, so. And I do sleeve his cards, his special cards, in these flower sleeves. I need to get more of them. I also sleeve Kepler's cards or Hia's cards and my BDU cards in them. So, yeah, Onepact cards are also sleeved in them. And then this goes into neighborhood stuff. Again, neighborhood's kind of when I realized that I did really want to collect all of them. I have that set coming. I have this set. All of these are like group order stuff that I'm waiting on. And then this starts Pink Crush, which is one pack new era, which I have cards on hand, I just have not stored them away yet. So, and then this goes into non-album merch. So this is his kickoff tour. Oh, this is 2022 Season's Greetings 22 kickoff tour. He did that with Boomhan before Boomhan crashed out and went stir crazy. This is from Liar Liar 2023. Yeah, 2023 Season's Greetings. Boy Planet. One of his photo books that he did. I'm very lucky I have these cards. These cards are very hard to come by. I bought this Season's Greetings, but these cards are all very, very hard to come by. These are Tappy. Other cards. These are merch cards for BDU. And this is his card. And I have stuff set up for his other cards. Like, he had solo merch stuff, Season's Greetings stuff that I just didn't buy. So I don't know if I'm gonna collect them. Oh, this is from, he did a US band sign tour. He came to Virginia Beach and I was very excited. So of course I went, and this is the card you got if you got the highest package, which I did. Kenny Factory Sapphire, which I know I have. Pretty sure I have these cards, maybe. I have a couple of these cards coming. And then I have all the Outshine the Horizon cards. So, but I'm not gonna bother collecting all of his merch cards. I'm not gonna bother collecting all of his pobs. I'm just gonna pick what I want to collect and call it a day. So yeah, so that's my J collection. Alright, we will move on to my last full collection binder. I do have two large inclusion binders, and then I have like another binder for monstax, which we'll go through. This is my cover for one pack. I love this cover, not gonna lie. Anyway, so I collect OT5 one pack. I might have to zoom out this because I do a full spread for them. This is debut. And then we go in, and I can zoom back in actually. We go into the first era where Jay was not part of because he was doing BDU stuff. This was Paradox era, and of course I collected all the members. I am missing a couple cards, not a big deal. First time they did Plave and member sets for this album, and I was like, y'all are actually crazy. I do love these cards though. Their member set cards are like some of my favorite cards. And then this is Fallen. I'm missing a lot of cards of Fallen. I have a lot of these cards up on my page. Same with Paradox. I have a lot of these cards on my page as well. If any of you guys are interested in trading or buying them. I hosted a fan call for Fallen. So that was fun. And then this is for their X-Men cards. I have those coming. I joined a group order for them, and the GOM has just taken a little bit long to send that stuff out, which is fine. Then this goes into Pink Crush. I have a couple of those cards on hand. I'm waiting for more of my group order stuff to come in. And then we go into some pobs. So this is an OT5 set that I got. So one pack I was just gonna get one like OT set and then call it a day, and then like random photo cards. So that's what I picked my favorites from the members. I love this tag card. This is probably my favorite tag cards, and it's like a very popular card. I'm so happy I have it. And then we go into Paradox era. I went crazy for Paradox era when it came to buying photo cards. I was like, I'm gonna buy like maybe 4 OT4 sets, and that's gonna be it. Just enough for me to like have enough pools in a group order. I went crazy, bro. So I separated Yidam and the other 3 members because Yidam is my second bias in one pack. I guess I probably should have said that. Jay's my first bias, Yidam's my second bias, but I love all the members truly. This is one of my favorite cards. I love the Teletubby cards. I love Teletubbies. I love the Kirby cards. I'm so glad they started like doing those. I do have 3 more pops to go here. pages are so dirty. I do need to update these pages, but... And then these are... This starts Fallen era. So I had this one Fallen card. This is the pop set that I got for the fan call I hosted. And then we go into OT, like the other 3 members stuff. I love the Ratatouille cards. I wish they did it for Pink Crush, but they didn't. I'm so sad about it. Same with the Teletubby cards. I love Teletubby cards. I love this page. And then I do have another Pob set to go here. And then these are like unit cards. When they did the member set version, if you bought, I think like 10 member sets, you got a full OT6 set. I didn't, but my mom had so many that I got 4 of them. I need to get the last 2 cards. I can't really find them though, but I want to get those. And then this starts a new era for OT, like my 3 sets. And then this is a signed Sungmin card you got for the fan call. I kind of just plopped it on this page. And then, zoom back out again. This goes into merch stuff. I do try to collect as much OT5 merch as I can. This is for their Season's Greetings, their 2023 Season's Greetings. And then this is a winner set you got if you won the fan call for the Season's Greetings. I did host for it and I did win it. I did not think I was gonna win it, but I did, and I'm really excited I did. I love this set so much. It's one of my favorite sets. It's a chain set. And then there's 2 Pobs. And then these are Japanese Pobs or sets. I don't really know what they're from. And then this is one of their tours they did in Japan. And then this is a magazine that they did. They have like cards that are kind of in the same concept that I want to get, but they're very expensive. And then I would probably like set up for more merch stuff. I do have more merch stuff to put away for them. They did like another merch stuff, but yeah, that's my one pack collection. A lot of it's just me waiting on my group order stuff to come in. But I love one pack so much. And they're going on a European tour, which I'm super excited about. I'm very nervous because as soon as these visas get cleared for the other boys, because I know Jungwoo needs his visa, and I think like Sungmin and Yeon might need their visas because Tag and Jay don't need them because they've been in the US before to do stuff. But I know that as soon as these visas get cleared though, it will probably be a US tour, so I really need to start hunkering down and saving up for that because I'm nervous though because their European tour is getting done by Hello Live, which I really wanted Leo Presents to do their tour because Leo Presents has such great benefits for their packages. When I saw Vivi's live, it was through Leo Presents. I spent $250 for the everything ticket, and that included fan sign, sound check, high touch, U plus 10 people in group, U plus group, and then 3 solo tickets. And it was such a good deal, and so I really wanted them to do it again. They did Ampersandone tour as well. I wanted to see them live, but I wasn't able to because I was seeing Taemin live at the time. I went and did Jay's fan sign tour, then I saw Taemin, and then like 2 weeks later I would have to drive to DC to see Ampersandone, and I couldn't do it. But the prices for those European tickets and the benefits that you get, in my opinion, are not that good. I've had sucky benefits for VIP, but I feel like a group that small, the most expensive ticket, convert their year, I don't remember what it was in euros, but convert the euros to US, it was like almost $500. And that's just outrageous to me, especially because like I think the benefits was first entry, Polaroid between you and the whole group, so it's not even you and the 5 members individually. I think fan sign with everybody, but you can't bring your own stuff. I think that's it. My opinion is just not that good. So, very nervous about their US tour if they go through Hello Live. But anyway, on to my last photocard binder. Okay, this is my monstax binder. I need to make them a new cover, but I'm holding off on that because I'm going to get them a new binder and put Dreamcatcher with them, because there are two groups that I collect albums for, but I don't collect photocards for. But yeah, so we have monstax. My bias is in monstax is Kian and I am, but I love all the members. So I collect follow, forward, and I don't collect a certain member for an album. I collect enough to fill an iPocket page. I was lucky enough to pull this boynextdoor card. Look, I love that card so much. I didn't get Fantasia. That's like the only old album I'm missing, and I didn't get the most recent album, and they're back. They're back. Youngwon's back. I need to hunker down and buy their most recent comeback, and all that stuff. And then units, again, don't collect all of them. I just collect enough to do a 5-pocket page. And this was the era that I started to, whatever member I pulled the most of, I went ahead and just collected them. So like I pulled these 3 Chang cards, and then I ended up just buying his last one, and then some of the other members. And same with the units. I need to get more of these units just to fill this page. And then I got Minhyuk the most of this one, so. And then the units, and again, I don't have the most recent comeback. I need to get that. These are the IDs and like the stickers I just put in here. This is supposed to be my unit page, or my group card page, and I only have 3. I want to buy more just to fill this page, but. And then this is a pubs that I got. I joined for Shape of Love, but I only got 4 albums, so I just went and bought that Minhyuk card because it was not expensive at all. This is just a freebie set from One Head Trades. You guys probably know them on YouTube. That's the group order I joined for this. And then I do have Kihyun in here as well. My goal is I want one version of each of their albums. Solo wise, I need to buy a version of Juhani's album. I need to buy one version of both of IM's albums. I need to buy one version of the Shonu Hyungwon unit. Minhyuk doesn't have an album. I don't know if he will put out one, but I need to do that because I want that. But so this is my Kihyun, and then I do have Wonho back here as well. Even though he is not part of monstax anymore, I still associate him with monstax, and it was just easier for me to put him in this binder. And I do the same thing for him. I collect one album per era for him. I think I'm missing maybe 2 albums. I can't remember, but that's all this binder is. I need to get them a new binder and put Dreamcatcher in there. But we'll go on to our last 2 binders, which is larger inclusions. So this is the first larger inclusion binder. It isn't a blue binder. This is like one of my first binders I ever got for my K-pop collection. I need to get them a 3-inch white binder, but this holds like my 2 pockets and my 4 pockets. I don't have all my larger inclusions in here because I ran out of 2 pockets and 4 pockets. So, and I put those away on my own time. I hate drawing them on photocard storing videos. I might do, when I get more of these, I might do a binder maintenance video and do it on camera then. I'm not too sure, but these are the postcards from the Huteman J-Bit, whatever that group was, from BDU. I think I pulled all of these from the albums I bought, because I bought so many albums. These are from... These pages are so dirty. These are from the... They did like, I think, KCON in Japan, and that's what this was. And then we have Kihyun larger inclusions, monstax larger inclusions. I put all my larger inclusions in here. ITZY. I don't trade for larger inclusions. I do not collect larger inclusions for the members I collect for. I keep who I pull and I call it a day. Some of my Kepler stuff. This is, I put one pack here. So this is Sungmin's collab that he did. I did get the postcards because I thought these were so cute. Then we have Stray Kids. I did leave blank spots because I want to get the rest of the members. This is when I was collecting OT for everything. These are some of the season's greetings postcards I bought. But this is when I first started to collect Stray Kids and I went crazy and was just buying random stuff. This isn't official. I'm 90% sure this is not official. But I just put it in here anyway. Then we go into TXT. And then we have some ITZY stuff. And then Wanho stuff. And then we go into 4 Pockets. We have Bobby. More ITZY. I need to get Sungmin's version of equivalent of that. And then we have the IMU Polaroids that I want to get for the other 4 boys. And then these are from No Easy, I believe. Yeah, No Easy. Little pre-order booklet thing that you got. And then twice. I need to get Chase of this and just fill that spot up. And then more TXT. So that is what this binder is. Again, I need to get them a 3-inch because I think this is like probably like a 1.5 inch. I don't even think this is a 2-inch binder. But it works for now. And this is the last binder of my collection. This is my other larger inclusion binder. This holds like 3 pockets and my like full pockets. So we start off with BDU. Their KCON Japan stuff. I think I bought these because if you spent $50, you got a little bit. You got a photocard, and I joined a group for it, and I got Bitsen's photocard, and I wanted Jay's. I'm not gonna trade it away. I don't care enough to try to trade for Jay's. So, and then these are the IDs or the Polaroids from Wish Pool, their debut album. There's like green versions too. I don't know where my green versions are, now that I think about it. And then we have ITZY, Kepler, some EXO, 17, Twice. This is one I saw Twice live. Oh, there was such a good group to see live. TXT, this is from when I saw TXT live. ITZY. Then we get into the One Pocket stuff, which is BTS. There's some G Idol, ITZY. Oh, I love these. I think these came in their limited album for Crazy in Love. Gorgeous. Monstax. I collected OT6 for this. First OT6 album without Wanho. And then Stray Kids. I need this Chang, and then I'll have the ordinary postcards done. And then I think I set up max 10 postcards for me to have other members. I don't know if I'll ever buy them, but I have space for them. And then my one Super Junior thing, Twice, TXT, era where Bumgyu loved me and I always pulled him and everything. More ITZY. Wanho, and then ZB, my one Gut Milk postcard. But yeah, that is all that I had for this collection haul. I don't know if it's gonna be longer than my 2023 collection haul. I don't have as many binders anymore because I consolidated a lot of them and I again dropped collections, so I don't know how long this video is going to be, but otherwise I hope you enjoy it. And if you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. I'm trying to get better at posting stuff. I took a very long break and I'm trying to get into the routine of posting on a regular occasion. I have so many photo cards to sleeve and put away. I'm thinking about doing a sleeving photo cards with me video and just chit-chatting about stuff. I need to do a binders maintenance video badly, so that's an idea, but I don't really buy photo cards that much anymore, and I don't really buy albums that much anymore. So yeah, I think that's it though. Hope you guys have a nice day, night, afternoon, whenever you guys are watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.